to stay safe and healthy and cooking healthy food. Last few months have been quite challenging. Preparing breakfast, lunch, dinner and doing it continuously for last 6 months, sometimes it does get monotonous. I'm sure you will agree with me. So I wanted to share some things which really help me break this monotony and get some rest also. So one of them is preparing different variety of spice powders, podis, ready mixes, pickles, and also this tokku kind of thing, that is if you mix with rice you get a beautiful yummy dish. In fact, I have shared the curry powder masala, in which you make one powder and you can make 8 to 9 to 10 different varieties of rice, which tastes great even for lunch box. And even the dal, instant dal powder, it's been loved by many people. And even on days you feel like keeping rice, you don't feel like keeping dal for boiling, you add this to the gravies, or you can just simply make a dal with this dry powder mix. So these things have really helped me. And today I'm going to share one more such powder, or the spice powder, or the podi we call, which is really handy. So this I have to thank my sister-in-law Akila, whose grandmother has been using this recipe for over decades. So she has this ground and ready in a bottle, in a bottle, and whenever she wants to make a dry sabzi and bring some variety other than just adding Kashmiri chili powder or dhania powder separately, this powder brings more taste. And she has a toddler, my sister-in-law, and this powder has really helped us save time. So I thought I'll share this recipe so that it will help many of you who are juggling, multitasking, so many other work along with cooking. So I think I've given enough introduction. Now let's move to the recipe. And before I forget, do like, comment and subscribe to MasterChef Mom. Also, if you have some recipe or some tips like this which has helped you during this lockdown, do comment below. I would love to read it and also like to share it with everyone. Without delay, let's start cooking.
So today I'm going to share the sabzi masala recipe while I'm making lunch for the day. Onion and brinjal curry. So for this sabzi only I'm going to make the sabzi masala, and along with that I'm also going to make one lemon rasam. First I'm keeping rice and dal so that it will be ready by the time we do all the preparations. My lunch will also be ready. So I'm keeping it in the electric rice cooker. Many of you have asked me how I keep rice and dal in electric rice cooker. So first what I have done is I have filled the inner vessel of the electric rice cooker with water, kept a separator, and on top of that I have kept the vessel with rice. And now what I am doing is I am in a different plate. I am adding the dal. I'm going to wash it twice, and then I'm going to fill water and then going to keep it on top. So I have filled water. I'm going to add fenugreek seeds. This I always add when I keep tur dal or moong dal, any dal for that. So 1/4 teaspoon of tur dal. For the dal I have 1/4 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds for the tur dal, and then I have added turmeric powder. That's it. I'm going to close and I've put the setting in cooking mode. So the rice and dal preparation is done. Now let's go to the sabzi masala preparation. So you will need 3 cups of coriander seeds, 1 cup of urad dal, 1 cup of chana dal, and dry red chilies. This you adjust according to the spice levels of the chilies you are using. I am using around 15 dry red chilies. So you can see I am doing everything simultaneously. Now first I have heated a kadai and I am adding the coriander seeds. In another gas I have kept a lemon rasam, and in another one I am heating a kadai for the brinjal. So the coriander seeds, they have to nicely turn fragrant. They should not blacken, but then they should get well roasted. So that's going to take time. Let's roast all the ingredients on low flame separately. So by that time that coriander seeds are going to fry, I'm also going to fry the onion for the brinjal fry. So I've heated oil in a kadai and added mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds splatters, you can add the onion. Here I'm adding green chilies and curry leaves. Green chilies is absolutely optional. As we're going to add a sabzi masala, you can just skip the green chilies. So I've added onion. Mix it well. Also have an eye on the coriander seeds. You can prepare this sabzi masala. I'm making a large batch so that I'm going to bottle it and keep. You can reduce the quantity if you want and make 1 cup of use 1 cup of coriander seeds instead of 3 cups. I'm making a bigger batch so that it lasts for at least 2 to 3 months for me. So here I've added turmeric powder to the onions. Next add salt. So the coriander seeds, as you can see, is well roasted. So I'm dry roasting everything. If you want, you can use half teaspoon of oil and fry them, but I have not used any oil. Next I'm adding urad dal. Similarly, fry all the ingredients separately. Now the onions are well fried. I'm adding the brinjal. Keep the brinjal always soaked in water so that it doesn't discolor. So by the time the brinjal gets cooked, our sabzi masala will also be ready. I am multitasking here, but whenever you have time, you make the sabzi masala and keep it handy so that your lunch preparation will happen very fast, and also it's very handy. You can use this masala in other curries also. It will bring a lot of variety and taste to your dishes. So I'm individually frying all the ingredients. Finally I'm frying the dry red chilies. This is a special tip. Add little bit of rock salt, around 1/4 teaspoon of rock salt while you're frying chilies for any pudis. This will avoid unnecessary burning of eyes or nose because of the heat of the chilies. Sabzi masala is ready and our brinjal is also cooked. I have added 2 teaspoons of sabzi masala into the brinjal, frying it well, and that's it. Our brinjal fry is also ready. So my lunch preparation is done. Brinjal fry and lemon rasam, delicious lemon rasam. So before you bottle the sabzi masala, you just transfer it to a wide bowl. Allow it to cool completely. Then you transfer it to a odor-free, clean bottle. I'm going to bottle it later once it completely cools. So our sabzi masala is now ready. Do try out this recipe and share your feedback with me. I'll see you soon with another delicious recipe. Till then, happy cooking!